Welcome, everybody, to another LifeVantage presentation overview. My name is Brenda Geary, and it's my pleasure and my honor to be able to introduce to you tonight our featured presenter, Miss Jane Buchanan. Jane has been with LifeVantage for 6.5 years and currently lives in Antioch, California. She is a wife, a mother of 2, and a proud grandma of 3. For almost 30 years, she's shared her love for music and piano as a teacher in the Bay Area. Jane's all about people, adventure, and helping others feel their best while living in an activated life. Jane, take it over.
Thank you so much, Brenda. That was very sweet of you. And thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here tonight to learn more about the power of activation, the story behind these extraordinary products, and the incredible company called LifeVantage. Like Brenda said, my name is Jane Buchanan. I have been a music and piano teacher in my community for almost 30 years. I came to LifeVantage a little over 6.5 years ago when I was desperately looking for a solution to what was gradually taking away my ability to play the piano. And when I said yes to LifeVantage, I had no idea the impact that it was going to make on my life. Take it, feel it, share it. That is our LifeVantage way. So what exactly does that mean? I believe that once you try these products and feel the power of activation, then if you're anything like me, you're going to have to share it. Our first goal here at LifeVantage is to help you look and feel your best. And if you find that you want to join our movement, then we will show you how to have fun, make money, and most importantly, how to make a difference. So where did it all begin? So back in 2003, our flagship product, Protandim NRF2, was developed and sold on the shelves like Rite Aid, GNC, and Whole Foods. But it wasn't until 2005 when our story was told on the ABC Primetime Investigation Report. And that sparked interest from people all over the world. So this little blue bottle here on the right has a pretty big story to tell. So in 2005, ABC Primetime got word that there was a product out there on the market, and it was claiming to reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. So they sent Emmy Award-winning John Quiones out to check it out and, quite honestly, to try and prove us wrong and to debunk our claim. So if you haven't seen that ABC clip, make sure you ask whoever invited you to get a copy of that, because it really is an important part of our story. So basically what happened was John Quiones, he agreed to take a blood test on national TV to measure his own oxidative stress before and after taking Protandim NRF2. And after only 9 short days, they discovered that his oxidative stress was lowered by 45%, which is even better than what we were claiming. So basically, you couldn't determine the difference of the level of oxidation in his blood of that of an 80-year-old to a young child. So the proof of what they found is on this little graph. So that red line shows without Protandim, starting at about age 20, our oxidative stress increases year after year. And that blue line shows that with Protandim, our oxidative stress kind of levels out and is lowered to that of a young child. Now, this made Protandim the most powerful anti-aging product out on the market. So what is oxidative stress? Well, oxidative stress is also known as free radicals, and they play a major role in the aging process. You will find on PubMed.gov, which is the National Library of Medicine, over 318,000 studies on oxidative stress and why it's important to lower it. And I actually checked that number just a few minutes ago, and it's actually up to 325,000 studies. So it's actually increased by 7,000 studies since this slide was made. I think it was in early November. So that tells you that this is a pretty important subject. So why? Because oxidative stress is linked to over 200 major diseases. It can affect our heart, our skin, kidneys, joint, lung, brain, immune system, blood vessels, our organs, our eyes. Protandim Nrf2 is what they call an activator. So it turns on our own abilities to produce its own antioxidants. You might be wondering, why do we have oxidative stress? Well, oxidative stress is simply the damage to our cells from the free radicals. So, what we do today to take care of our bodies has to be different than what our grandparents did, because there's been over 80,000 new chemicals have been introduced to us since the Industrial Revolution. There's herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, and then you add in poor diet, alcohol, little or no exercise, or maybe even too much exercise, poor sleep, high stress, and they all play a role. And then there's literally no way that you can avoid it, unless, of course, you live in a bubble. But even if you eat clean, are super careful about what you put in and on your body, and exercise regularly, you really can't outrun the damage that's happening. So what does it look like? Well, the picture here on the right shows a bright pink healthy cell that takes care of us and is full of life. And as it develops oxidative stress, it becomes diseased and low functioning. So what could that feel like? It could show up all different ways. It could be chronic fatigue, no energy, brain fog, lack of concentration, aches and pains, broken immune system, headache, and much, much more. And I'm sure that you or someone you know could probably relate to one or more of these things on this list. Now, for me, it actually showed up in my fingers. My fingers were like little sausages. I couldn't snap my fingers. I couldn't make a fist. And it was really, oh, and I had numbness in my hands as well. But it was really limiting my ability just to do simple tasks with my hands. And of course, to play and teach piano, which wasn't good because teaching piano was my livelihood. So what's in this little blue bottle? I like to think of it as God's pharmacy. It has 5 natural ingredients. If you can eat a salad, then most likely you can take this little yellow activator. Most of these herbs you've probably already heard of. There's turmeric, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle. In fact, you may even take some of these. But these herbs are not the same when you take them individually. So Protandim Nrf2 is actually a patented formula that has a synergistic effect that makes it 1,800 times more effective than if you were taking them on their own. So, it's funny because when I was introduced to these products, I didn't care that it had 5 natural ingredients. I didn't care that there were 7 patents, and I didn't even care that there was 31 peer-reviewed studies. All I cared about was if it was going to help me. Was it the solution that I had been praying for? And it turns out it was. So back to the rest of the story. In 2005, when ABC News report aired, it directed people at the end of it to contact ABC News for more information. And that's exactly what they did. In fact, over $5 million worth of orders came in. However, we were just a tiny little infrastructure in Denver, Colorado, did not have the manpower to handle all the calls and the emails that flooded in. And you would think that that would have been the end of our story. However, there was also doctors, scientists, researchers sitting on their couch that night in 2005, and they were watching that same ABC News clip. They too called and they emailed the company saying, hey, we know a little bit about oxidative stress, but we want to know more. And we want to initiate and fund some studies on your product. So PubMed.gov, the National Library of Medicine that I was telling you about earlier, is where you will find 28 of our 31 peer-reviewed studies on this hero product. So just type in Protandim and you can read studies from universities and institutions such as Ohio State, Harvard, American Heart Association, the National Institute of Aging. They actually did a 10-year study on Protandim and aging, which is pretty cool. One of the studies I particularly thought was interesting was from Louisiana State. They were studying melanoma, and they actually ground up protandim into a paste, and they were putting it on diseased skin, and they immediately contacted the companies after like 3 of their studies, and they said, you guys need to make a topical treatment for this. And so our anti-aging cream was actually the second product that we have developed. Now, Washington State University, they made a bold statement. They said that NRF2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's pretty huge. So again, if you'd like to take a deeper dive into the science behind the products, then PubMed.gov, of course, is a great place to get started. But we did not stop there. Over the years, we've added other activating products. Almost 2 years ago, LifeVantage truly knocked it out of the park. May of 2022, I was honored to be asked to take part in a product testing group. However, when I found out it was collagen, I wasn't super excited, but mainly it was because I didn't know that much about it. After about 30 days on this liquid gold, I can tell you I was hooked. I had no idea that without collagen, that we would simply be, we'd just collapse into a blob of shapeless tissue on the floor. I had no idea. And I didn't know that our collagen started breaking down at the age of 20, and it continues to break down more and more each year. I thought that collagen was just about hair, skin, and nails. Boy, was I wrong. It's so much more than that. Now, collagen is actually the most abundant protein in our body. So think of your muscles, your joints, your gut, your bone, tissue repair. And I learned that our eyes are 90% collagen. Your liver function, cardiovascular health, improved sleep quality, mental health, and mood, your brain and cognitive support. Our bodies actually rely on the collagen, yet science is showing that we're losing our collagen by 1 to 1.5% every year after the age of 20. So we can do the math. I'm 63 years old, and I have lost over 40% of my collagen. So this is why I will never go another day without this collagen. So now that we have established the importance of collagen, let me introduce to you our newest breakthrough in activation, True Science Liquid Collagen. So what makes True Science Liquid Collagen superior and unique? When you think of True Science, think of ARM. Activate, replenish, and maintains. So this incredible liquid collagen activates our own collagen production while replenishing and maintaining it as well. Now, the ruby red quinoa is the star of our show because it's an activator. When you consume this proprietary plant, it turns on 3 of our collagen production genes. It activates SOD gene by 2,700%. It activates catalyst gene by 202%. The COLA1A2 type 1 collagen production increased up 42%. This is huge. This is huge. Now, just look at this graph here. That yellow in the photo is the collagen density. So you can see that there was a significant increase in just 8 weeks. So bottom line, you don't want to just take collagen. You want to activate your own collagen production. Now, most collagens on the market focus on 1 or 2 types of peptides. Our True Science is made up of 10 different types of peptides. So to replenish the collagen in the body, we've used 5,000 milligrams of hydrolyzed marine peptides. That's extracted from responsibly and sustainably caught fish using water versus others on the market that may use heavy metals and or chemicals. Now, the citrus berry extract, not only does it make it taste delicious, an apple berry flavor, but it slows the breakdown of your existing collagen, helping your body to maintain everything that is activated and replenished. So I think it's just as important what's not in it, and that is there is no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, and it's super clean as well. So why liquid collagen versus powder? So powders are everywhere. You can literally grab a big old tub at the big box stores. However, science shows that it's not as effective. Only 10 to 30% of the power of the powder you consume gets consumed by the body. Whereas 90% of the liquid collagen is easily absorbed because it's hydrolyzed, making the molecules readily accessible and quickly goes to work in our cells. So I spoke earlier about the 8-week trial. Now just look at these clinical results. In 8 short weeks, you can have an increase collagen density by 100%. A decrease of depth of crow's feet by 22%, skin roughness by 10%, increase in your blood catalyst by 202%, which can help protect your cells from oxidative stress, and the increase of your skin elasticity by 8%. Now, don't take my word for it. Documentation, of course, always beats conversation. Check out these before and after pictures. I'm going to skim through them kind of quickly just to respect your time. But over here on the left, this beautiful lady, oh, wait, that's me. You can see the decrease of lines on my crow's feet and my lap lines, and just my overall complexion has improved dramatically. Over here on the right, the décolleté of this lovely lady from the sun damage has improved greatly. Carrie Dickey here on the left, you see her 11 lines have disappeared, the lines around her lips have disappeared, and just the overall brightness of her eyes and her skin. And the lady on the right, I kid you not, it looks like a mother-daughter photo. I wouldn't even have thought it was the same, but incredible. Look at her glow. And then Betty did an incredible job documenting her journey from day one to a year later. If I didn't know Betty personally, I would say this is not the same person, but it is. And here we have Seth. Look at his lines under his eyes have improved, and beautiful Becky here, incredible. Look at her, just the pigmentation of her skin, and of course the lesson of the line of her laugh smiles and her crow's feet. Now, the necks are usually an issue for ladies. Look at the tightening of the skin. And it's not just for ladies, it's for our gentlemen friends as well. Over here on the left, just his overall complexion and pigmentation. Mark here on the right, the bags under his eyes, such an improvement. Here, these two ladies, I think they're either aging backwards or they just got back off of a lovely vacation. They look incredible. Again, here under the eyes, the overall pigmentation. You're seeing a trend here, right? Here's Sean, his laugh lines have decreased, incredible. Over here, the 11 lines have gone. And here, Dr. Nancy's legs, look at the, just how it just filled out, the plumpness, the moisture in the skin. And she actually inspired other people to take pictures of their legs as well. Got the same results. I didn't even think about taking pictures of my legs. Anyway, and then here again, the brightness of the eyes and the skin. And here, beautiful Brenda, who introduced me, just her overall complexion again, and under her eyes, incredible. And of course, our tummies, stretch marks, huge improvement. Here's my friend Katerina on the left. She was pointing out the improvement under her eyes, but we all notice her hairline. Look at the growth of her hair. Incredible. On the right, the sun damage has improved. And of course, the hair growth. Incredible. Look at that. So if we can see what's going on the outside, can you imagine what's happening on the inside? And feeling better, more energy, better sleep, better mood, and just functioning, at a higher level. If you think those results were amazing, it's even better together. There was a new clinical study to see what was happening when these two products were together, the liquid collagen and the Protandim. And they found that it reduced unwanted inflammatory response by 97%, which is huge. And they are actually currently working on a patent for these two products together. Then our newest product release is our True Renew. It actually launched in October, and I'm already in love after the first application. True Renew is a plant-based retinol alternative without all the negative side effects that retinol has, like redness, sun sensitivity, and skin irritation. It actually combats 11 visible signs of aging, and I just loved how silky my face felt. And 2 weeks after I did a before and after picture, oh my gosh, I noticed a huge improvement of my skin tone, just the way it felt and looked smoother and more hydrated and more plump. Um, I am a little bit obsessed with it. So at this point, hopefully you see the possibilities for your health like I did. And maybe you're ready to start your personal transformation and living a life activated. So, LifeVantage is the activation company. We have an entire line based on NRF2 technology, products that help you feel and look your best. And there's many things to choose from. Everything from the groundbreaking anti-aging, Protandim, skin. Um, and then your hair, energy, health, gut health, focus, immune health, even for our little furry friends off there on the right. I love and I use it all, and I'm confident that we can find a solution for you and your family. Now, some of you might be where I was 6.5 years ago. Maybe you're looking for not only a solution for your health, but maybe to make some extra money on the side to help your family. So when I got started with LifeVantage, I was working full time as a piano teacher with over 70 students. I had no retirement plan in place. I'd often tell my students that I would be teaching until 3 days before my funeral because I knew I could never afford to retire. And I knew nothing about network marketing, but I knew that I had to share these products that truly gave me my life back. So having that extra income has allowed me to turn my plan B into my plan A. I am still teaching piano because I want to, not because I need to. And this is really the perfect side gig. There is a system in place to allow us to work from anywhere using your laptop or your smartphone in the nooks and crannies of your busy day. And even better, there is no assets, no overhead, no employees. And we even have a customer call center that's amazing. And what I love most is that we are a publicly traded, debt-free company. I think that's pretty important. And we were actually just asked for the second time to ring the closing bell on NASDAQ back in July. And you can see down here in the bottom right corner, this beautiful environmental activist, consumer advocate, Erin Brockovich. Now, Erin sits on our board of directors, and guess what? She loves our clean products as well. So I jumped all in, and now I get the benefits of making money, having fun, and making a difference, all with the power of activation. I get to help others look and feel their best, and when you lock arms with a few like-minded people, you know what? The possibilities are endless. So where would you get started? Well, first you'd want to pick a pack, whether you pick the Healthy Glow pack that's $249 with a 30-day collagen, the Protandim NRF2, plus you get 10 extra days of collagen that you can start sharing and sampling with your friends right away. Or if you're like me and you want to get your hands on the whole store and get started with the business pack so that you can be like a product of your product, right? It's literally less than an iPhone. It's $9.99, and you will also get a True Renew absolutely free by getting starting this month. That's a special deal. Um, you literally can start your own business and get a tax benefit from having your at-home business simply by investing in yourself for as little as $249. Now, the second step, of course, you would pick a stack. I suggest that all new consultants subscribe to the Healthy Glow Stack so that you're always activated, always have some extra collagen on hand to share the power of activation. Now, here's our income disclosure statement. Now, I know it's kind of hard to read, but you can, ask for the PDF file for this if you want to look at it up and close and personal. But you can add anywhere from a couple $100 a month to several $1,000s a month, depending on what you decide. The more you share, the more you can make. So take it, feel it, share it. It is my hope that no matter what, you now understand the power of activation. So please get back to the person who invited you today. Let them know that if there's any more information that you need to make the decision to get started on your own journey. And if you feel as excited as I and believe that everyone needs to know about these products, then maybe join our movement and help give these products a voice. It's time to have fun, make money, and make a difference. And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy schedule to learn more tonight. And I hope that I'm the first one to welcome you to LifeVantage. Thank you.